need that because anything can happen. And it was a really terrific quarter. Launceston 5-1-31. They lead North Launceston 4-3-27 as the game gets underway here at UTAS Stadium. Cody Thorpe's back on the ground in the middle. His name went in the book early on. Pearce turnover. Smith. Handball's out now to Holt. Here's Hines, left foot. Inside 50, not reading the ball well, was music. In fact, it was a terrible kick. What happened there, Max? Stingle touched on the boot, or what happened?
Just a poor kick.
Anywhere. Stingle, wow, it was terrible. Outside now is Cousins. Looks for Burt, can't handle it in the slippery condition. He just miskicked it, did he? It wasn't touched or anything. It went nowhere. I thought it was going to go about 40 metres. Ended up landing about 20. It was really bizarre. Like one of Fozzie's drivers off the first tee, just goes nowhere.
Absolutely.
Anyway.
Go straight.
Straight on the ground. Anyway, play on. Here's Foon again, prolific early on the footy. Handball up. Oh, he tried to duck the tackle there. Was Holt. Now he's caught from Foon. Simpson going their ways at North Launceston. Little inch by inch. Here's another scrubby kick forward from Bennett. Miller Hodge behind the footy. Well hit there by Harvey Griffiths. Off the ground from Pearce, it goes out of bounds. Right forward pocket, North Launceston. Well, that was not pretty. It was off the ground, off the ground, off the ground. Scrub kick, and now they've got inside 50.
Yep, and there's that due that Tony was talking about before the game starting to appear. But what was good about it is that it wasn't just a stoppage. North continually just kept driving the ball forward. Now they've got an inside 50.
Okay, so it's House now getting the knock away. Gets it to Simpson. Dodges around, kicks towards a square. Gee, that nearly floated through. Carried the contest, but it's one behind. So North Launceston edge closer, 4-4-28 to 5-1-30. I have to say it's been a really impressive debut so far by Harvey Griffiths. Kicked one great goal, nearly kicked a second miracle one, and he's been involved in quite a few things. And that's pushing it back to Walsh, is it? No, play on. Kick up the wing, and it's out of play. In fact, it's out of bounds on the full. So we're leaving free kick here. Now to launch another attack through Matthew Cossins. So Cossins, former captain of the D-League, kicks up towards half forward. Bennett rises high, takes it. Tommy Bennett, probably too far out.
He took it straight out of Groenewegen mitts there.
He did indeed.
Groenewegen looked around, didn't know what happened.
Play on now, Tom Bennett. 60 out, low kick, no one in particular. Right fumble, second opportunity, hacks it out of the fence, gets 50 metres to the wing. Music Motti pushed out of the contest. Now Lee's got it. Taken here by Simpson. Kicks up to Cossins, up towards attacking 50. Well, Mark dropped out this time by Griffiths. Hack kick inside 50. Taken by House. So it's kick for kick at the moment. Finally, strong mark taken by James Dowling at halfback.
Dowling back into the side this week. Former Bernie boy. Dowling, spot up, finds Taylor. Brendan Taylor. Mentioned that first quarter, Max. He's actually taken second most tackles inside 50 this year. There's Brendan Taylor. The most, the big man, Tommy Bennett. Most tackles inside 50. Holt, hit up. Well done, Alex Lee. Got the ball away from Blackberry. They gave it to Avan, who wasn't looking. Now he stands up. Burt in traffic. Simpson off halfback. Spot up. He's got Bennett on the lead. To go to Pearce, decides not to. Wheels and goes. Going to be a good kick. It's not. It'll be effective. Food. He was slipping as he took it. He nearly falls over. It goes to Pearce and then to Avan. Tough work. Just that one kick, wasn't it, Bennett? Had to be better.
Dead set throw there from Jay Food, but he's backwards to the umpires.
Just like a bit of soap at the moment, that footy. No one can take clean possession, or even the kicks, and a good kick like Tom Bennett. There's two shockers he's done in a row.
Boundary throw in. Speaking of boundary umpires, I want to know where my boy is. What have you done to him, boys? Dom Shaliro I'm talking about. Where is he?
He's unsided.
The boundary umpire, he wasn't even on the list tonight. He must be injured. Yeah, he must be injured. Premier boundary umpire in the state. Doesn't get the Friday night footy. Here's a throw in now. Not bad. Finds the ruckman. Groenewegen and Lee. Nice tap from Lee. Groenewegen butters up though. Stingle tackle on Groenewegen. They called it for a throw. A little bit of a dirty night at the moment for Groenewegen. And it's going to be Michael Stingle. Former St Patrick's youngster. Left foot up. Good speed. Terrific runner. There's Bird on. Tries to find him. Is it going to hit him? It is. The big burly full forward comes out. Terrific kick. It was an awesome lead too from Zach Burt. The defensive structures there of Launceston, they broke down a bit, giving Burt that much space, and he takes the mark. right. He's going to kick right on the 50, if not maybe a metre or two inside it. And we saw Musica kick a goal from here in the first quarter, as well as Cody Thorpe. Let's see what Burt can do. This will give them a lift, the Bombers. Lays back, goes long, and gets it. Zach Burt. Well, it had good hang time, and he kicks the first of the second quarter. And boys, North Launceston are in front by 3 points.
Certainly would have thought that 15 minutes into the first quarter, where we'd be calling North Launceston in front at the moment. But what a magnificent hit by young Stingle there. Swung around on that left foot, and it's just a pleasure. And you know, you get excited watching little left footers like that, don't you? You can cut the ball in on the angle and just hit people up like that.
Well, that tends to be that old school footy. Sides now don't like to go back inboard like that, because if they turn the ball over, it's gone. They tend to play the narrow side and get that, or go straight to the square. But that was a terrific kick, and just a good lead straight up the ground from Burt.
Gronawagan wins a tap to Music, who's now in the middle. He's tackled, holds on to it a long time, holding the ball. It's a good tackling.
Screws do tackles, although he doesn't.
No.
Geez, I tell you what, geez, they've tackled well, North Launceston.
Inside 54-0, this quarter of the Bombers. Lead turns, kicks deep inside 50. Bennett, Rushton's there, Bennett front position, thumped away by House, good spoil. To Miller, releasing handball out of Dowling, was tackled without it, no free kick. Now Gronawagan, it's a little kick outside defensive 50. Cossins will get there first. He's pushed there by Pitcher, and eventually it's over the boundary line. Shout out to Chris Sayer, who's listening from his bush camp in the northern Western Australia there in the Kimberley.
Wow.
So g'day Chris.
Shout out to my father-in-law too, Arthur DeWater. He's a big City Park listener right through the week. He's turned 75 today. Happy birthday, Arthur.
Lots of listeners all around Australia and locally. Kick off the ground, or mid-air actually, from Cox Goodger, spills out of bounds. About 20 metres around from the Bombers' goal.
He wants a free kick, Cox Goodger.
He's been well held so far, Cox Goodger.
He said then his opponent did not have his eye on the footy. That's Jake Smith.
Yep.
He
Hasn't done for a while. I've been watching the two, and Jake just keeps wrapping the arms around.
Yeah, well, he's got to have his eye on the footy, otherwise now the umpire's watching. So let's see what happens here. Cox Goodger on the move, or he went past, but as you reckon, Jake Smith is not even looking at the footy at the moment. It's like a basketball screen. Bennett, he screws it too far across the face of goal. Burt, terrific spoil. Woolley gets the golden fist in. This is going to be a terrific ball here now. Miller Hodge up against the youngster from North Launceston, Declan Chuck. It's North Launceston's way. Blackberry slips, taken high. Blackberry. So Jay Blackberry, freeze 4. Jay Blackberry is very much up there on the freeze 4 list. He does get a lot of tackles. He's had 11 freeze 4 this year. Puzzle, Jay Blackberry.
It's outside defensive 50. Front position there was Cossins. Here's Cox Goodger. Taps it nicely to Lee. Leads back. Kick inside, tackle 50. Mark dropped there by the Blues defence. Might have been right. In fact, it was Hodge. Little kick forward. 1-on-1 battle in the goal square. Burt there. Wrestles with his opponent. It's a 2-on-1 now as Miller arrives to reinforce things. He can't pick it up. Players diving over the ball. As we said, conditions now a little bit dewy. Macca?
There's enough good players in this North Launceston side that have still played enough TSL footy. They're not intimidated out there at the moment. Your Foons, your Lees, your Cox Goodgers, your Jackie Rushtons, and that they're not intimidated. This is games on here.
As Donnelly takes it out of the ruck, kicks it out of bounds on the full. Of course, Tom Donnelly, one of the players that's, along with Miller Hodge, who's played in the North Melbourne VFL side in recent weeks, and we're going to listen to one of those players too at half-time. Oliver Sanders is going to join us a couple of days before his Devils go into the Northern Territory. As Miller Hodge, right on cue, takes it against the boundary line. So inside 50 is a 6-0. But the Blues now, chance to mount an attack. Up to the wing. Gronawagan and Lee. Lee got one in the face there. Pulls away from the contest. Here's Edmonds, does really well. Gets out of a couple of tackles. Kick's not that effective. Taken by Hodge. He's tackled immediately. Bennett. He might have been tackled without it. So Bennett back onto it again. Now Hodge does well to Gronawagan. Donnelly breaks a tackle. Here's Foon up against Musica. Couple of real heavyweights in the TSL there. Neither can win the contest, and it's out of bounds. We've been playing 9.5 minutes. It's North Launceston 34, leading Launceston 31. He's Macca.
Boundary umpire Marsden's going to flick it back into play. Lee up against Gronawagan. Been a good battle. Falls a little bit short. Lee first to react. Musical, terrific pickup. He runs right into Pearce. Pearce gets him. Gone. Well, Nathan Pearce, what a tackle. The bearded burbler. Geez, music is hard to stop, but Pearce did it. There were many other players that could do it. So Pearce is about 50 metres out from goal. Looks to hit up no one. In fact, he finds Jake Hines, who was looking for Burt. Similar lead to before, but Hines got in the middle of this one. Finds Jamison House. Former Booney boy, another one. Outside there to Railway side of the ground. Finds Woolley. Watch this left foot bullet. There it goes. Railway wing side of the ground, downfield, free kick. Little bit of afters out. It's going to be a free kick and goes now Miller Hodge. Play on advantage. Cody Thorpe sets. He's got the big jukes up. Can't take it. Could have been front on. It's a pitcher snap and it's a pitcher goal. Well, Cody Thorpe provided the contest and Braden Pitcher got the reward by front and centre. Quick snap off one step and Braden Pitcher kicks the goal. And that's Launceston's first goal since they kicked their 5 straight. They're 6-1-37. They take over the lead again. North Launceston 5-4-34. Max Walker.
Yeah, I didn't actually see Pitcher kick that goal because I was just focusing on Cody Thorpe after the contest. Thought he was unlucky not to get a free kick like for the front-on contact. He's gone for the mark one-on-one and another North Launceston defender just basically ran straight at him. So could have easily had another shot at goal there, Cody Thorpe. So look, much needed goal for Launceston.
First goal since the 16-minute mark of the first quarter.
Is that right? Yeah, just to settle it down a bit.
So back in the middle. Here they go now through Palfreyman. They just had the one inside 50 for a goal. Strong contest here. Still inside the centre square. And they're slightly going to attack the Blues.
And that's a name that we haven't called very much this evening either. Palfreyman, just the first or second touch I would have thought for him. Very quiet.
Sorry boys, I'm back. I've just barricaded us in because the draft is getting me.
Make sure young Oliver can get in a moment. Anyway, so Ben Simpson kicks inside 50. Here's Jamison House. Takes the mark in defence. He's going to go to switch. Goes wide here looking for Holt. It's a beautiful kick, but Chug does well. Declan Chug gets on the second attempt. Handball to space. Ooh, players went in hard there. It's been a physical game, as we expect between these two traditional rivals in Northern Tasmanian footy. And we're about 55 metres out from the Bombers' goal with the ball up near the boundary line. So up it goes. Lee Gronowag wins this one. It's close to the boundary line. Wouldn't be surprised if it goes over, and it does. 6-1-37 the Blues. North Launceston 5-4-34. About to get underway at the Gabba in that Brisbane versus Richmond game.
Maxie on the edge of his seat. You reckon they'll get beat tonight, the Tigers, Max? 4 goals, I think you said.
I did say that, yeah. Happy to take that 4 goals, I reckon.
Front position Lee. Scrambling now on the far side. Ball hard to pick up. There's a clearing kick though. Riley, who's been quiet, shovels it out. Players dive on the contest. It's going to be pushing it back here to North Launceston, I think. Yes, it is. Getting up is Stingle. So Michael Stingle takes off, dashes away. Nice kick again to Bales. Bales, 2 kicks out from goal. Kicks inside 50. Great kick in towards Bennett, but well done there. Jake Hines read it beautifully. Mark inside 50 in his defensive 50. He'll settle things down.
You might remember me saying that Mitch Thorpe would have liked that mark that Burt was able to take before. They just didn't get that defensive structure. The last 2 times they've been inside 50, Jake Hines has been there and intercepted both. So they've tidied that up at the Launceston Blues. Just sort of playing that half a kick behind the play at the moment, Jake Hines, without an opponent. Don't know if you can allow him to do that, Roll Max. Probably need to even up the numbers to North Launceston as he rolls up to the stoppage now. Is Jake Hines. Lee, down, only goes as far as Walsh. Van Buren, snap inside 50. That's the one they need to fall in their arms to North Launceston. But this one falls in the arms of Holt. Plays on quick and goes. Palfreyman in the middle, had room. Stops though. He looks left, he looks right. Cody Thorpe screams at him up the middle of the ground. Doesn't go there. Out goes out wide. Oh, getting up and could have been front on contact to Dowling. Umpire says play on. It goes out of bounds. Just forward of centre wing. Knowing the Launceston end of the ground. Yes, Dave Moore.
10 inside 50s to 1 in this quarter, the Bombers won. Through 15 minutes.
Okay, so that's a good sign for the Bombers, but they're behind by 3 points on the scoreboard. See what they can muster this time through to Lee. Groenewegen Do battle. Hine, scrubby kick. Is when you want to turn the ball over. Chug takes it and goes to ground. Didn't have much of a chance.
So Launceston are playing that extra behind the ball at the moment, and you called it Hines a moment ago. So he's swapped now with Holt. He's the +1 in the North forward line.
So North Launceston trying to get one extra at the stoppage. They're allowing that at the moment. Taking the ball and going through there was Whitney. He was caught. The kick only goes as far as Woolley. And Woolley, play on left foot, goal. Going to go long. Thorpe again. Up goes Clark. Cody Thorpe. Well, he had himself set. If you give him that much room one-on-one, they needed that North Launceston defender to come off and play a 2-on-1. But Cody Thorpe, really good kick though from Josh Woolley, who spotted the big unit. Cody Thorpe takes it 20 metres out, directly in front, Inver May Park into the ground day.
So Cody Thorpe has kicked one already. Right in front, no excuses here. Cody Thorpe kicks another for the Blues. They stretch their lead out to 9 points, and that's his second here at Newtest Stadium this evening. 7-1-43 to North Launceston 5-4-34. Efficiency there, Maxi. 2 inside 50s for 2 guys.
Yeah, it makes a big difference, doesn't it? Whereas North have got, 10 or so inside 50s for their one goal. But we've been going 16 minutes in this quarter, and to me it feels like we've been going about 25 or 30 because of just the frantic pace that this game has been played at through both the first quarter and up to date in this second. So certainly some fit boys, and there'll certainly be some tired ones out there.
Thanks to our sponsors. This broadcast is brought to you by LGAS. For you, LPG needs statewide. Talk to the locals with knowledge. Phone 13 11 61. Centre clearance here to the Bombers. About to be repelled though by Wright. Smart kick sideways there to Smith. Smith now kicks to space at half forward. Looks there and finds Gronewagen. Gronewagen leans back in a kick towards Riley, who takes the mark, leading out. Beautiful kick by the big fella Gronewagen. And Riley marks about 40 metres out. Tough angle.
They actually made a swap there, or they did a changeover, and it was Edmonds that found himself on Riley, with Nankervis staying back on Thorpe. So I don't know about the Edmonds match-up on Riley, but anyway.
Riley for the Blues' 8th goal. Fades away a little bit. Just inches away, stays in play. Now dribbles out of bounds beside the left behind post.
Yeah, whether it was just a swap over on that lead, but I wouldn't say they'd make the move yet. I thought Edmonds had been okay on Thorpe.
First kick, Dylan Ryan?
Yes.
Yeah, he hasn't a minute.
First kick at goal at least.
So boundary throw in, deep in attack for the Blues. Thorpe takes it to Musica, tries to get round back to Thorpe. Handball smothered. Taken by Edmonds, shrugs a tackle, gets an important kick out of defence. Back towards the centre circles, meeting at his house, pumps it back. Lux a fortune mark by McKercher.
Jack Burt just did not read that play at all. And all he had to do was be in front of house, but he wasn't.
Colby McKercher goes long in towards the goal square. Front of the contest, Polferman's got it. Tackled by Foon, coughs it up. Players dive in, ball up. 30 out from the Blues goal. Been playing 18.5 minutes. 2 goals to 1 in this quarter. Of course, the Bombers kicked the first of the quarter and hit the front. Blues hit back with the next 2. From the contest, it's Riley. Donnelly does well to get it out of defensive 50. Interesting kick, and it might work out all right here. Right against the boundary line, just stays in. Kicked up the towards Bennett, front position, sport by 2. There was Leary, who might have copped a knock there in the follow-up. Hodge now, spiral towards half forward. For the spillage, Pierce fumbles, straight to Gronewagen, great smother by Foon. Cox Goodger can't pick it up. Shovels it out towards the boundary line. Coley McKercher gets a kick. Beautiful kick by McKercher. Oh, Musica dropped the mark he should have taken. Now Van Dam's got it. A sling tackle there by Musica, that's what the umpire says. And a free kick at half back.
What a great controlled kick by young Colby
Oh, that was
there.
brilliant. We were right behind that
Yeah.
one. He didn't have long to think about it.
No, you'd think it was going out of bounds every day of the week, and he's just got enough spin on it to get it back in.
Van Dam gets the free kick. Over to you, Macca.
Van Dam finds Foon. Oh, not a great kick. Went a little dinky one over the top there to Van Buren and missed it. And it's going to be out of bounds, basically where it started. Boundary throw in. Everyone's struggling with this wet footy. It's the only negative side of Friday night or night footy this time of year here. Just gets a little bit dewy, a little bit wet. There's been, 12 goals kicked. So it's not too bad before half time. Polferman puts the tackle on. Yes, Max.
What are we going to do when we get that AFL Tassie side in 2028 night games? How's that going to go?
Well, I think Eddie said we need a roof.
Beg pardon, David?
We'll play them during the day.
I think Eddie said we need a roof down here.
Yes.
We need a roof, Eddie said. Grooves really loved that statement.
Ben Donaldson can't wait for the blockbusters here. Tasmania versus Collingwood. Look out for it.
Grooves shaking his head. He hated that comment from Eddie Maguire the other week. McKercher back to the footy. After the boundary throw in. Denellen keeps it going. Here's McKercher again with pace busting through the pack. Cox Goodger's there, scrappy footy, not going far, Chug in the tackle, Van Dam comes out, it goes across the goal, don't know if it was a real good defensive kick, as it goes to the hot spot at the end of the ground, taken in the tackle, there was Chug, not going far, hot potato, slippery soap, to be totally honest with you, and the ball goes nowhere, right in front of the scoreboard here at UTAS, which reads North Launceston 5-4, 34, trailing Launceston 7-1, 43. Dave Moore.
I'm enjoying the young players here like McKercher, Van Dam, Leary. They looked the part already in TSL footy. As Riley's got it against the boundary line, he snaps. Dylan Riley. No miracle on this occasion as he kicks it out of bounds on the full.
And Walsh started the game really well and dropped off a little bit now. Cox Goodger hasn't had a great influence on it.
And they're only trailing by 9 points.
Yeah, Boone's been in and out. Jackie Avent, we wouldn't have called him 3 times.
Well,
so
I'm going to ask you about Avent.
Yeah.
What's his role at the moment, Jackie Avent? We've seen him as a small defender. We've seen him as a midfielder.
He's played a bit more
years,
up
but
the ground this year.
He's got a lot of the footy in the last few years, but hasn't really touched it much tonight. He's playing at small defender at the moment on music by the look, so undersized. Donnelly. Oh, it looks for Thorpe. Looks for food. Gave it to himself in the end because it slipped off the end of his fingers. He's Rushton, 1 on 2. He's too good, Jackie. He takes the mark, and this time he's too far out because the ball's in the centre square. Rushton looks to go, takes the handball, doesn't know where to go, little Jackie. He bounces off. He shows Blackberry the footy. He goes long, Jackie Rushton. Chug could have been a free kick off the ground. Griffiths can't get it. Chug was taken front on. No free kick. What about your boy, Jackie Rushton?
Oh, beautifully.
He's been our foe. He's been dangerous tonight, a little red nut. And he's causing real issues for Mitch Thorpe and his coaching panel.
And the umpire has to pay a kick against Jake Smith.
Yeah.
You've got to be watching the ball. You can't just stand there and push someone away 50 metres off it.
The umpire advisors are a few doors up, Max. Maybe go and tell them at half time.
They've got the black plastic up there tonight. They don't want us looking in there.
Mind you, you're right though. It's okay to tag, but you've got to be trying to at least look at the football. And I think you're right. He's like scrubbing him like a basketball who doesn't want to look at the basket. But we'll see how it goes. Umpires might have a look at it at half time. Groenewegen fortunately found Taylor. Ball goes over here to McKercher. McKercher, centre wing, left foot, Silky. Hit up, beautiful kick. And that's the youngster there in Pitcher. Braden Pitcher. He's got a goal in this quarter, does Braden Pitcher. Centre wing, play on with speed. Oh, he sells a bit of candy inside. There's Braden Pitcher. He goes long and strong. Musica! Oh, Musica! He was up that high. I lost my breath. Goodness gracious, he set himself and he got up and he dropped the mark after all that. It's a ball up 40 metres out from the goal of Launceston's end, May Park end of the ground. Michael Musica. Well, that was a strange one. The umpire threw it up and Alex Lee was the only one standing there and he's actually kicked it out of bounds and it's been called deliberate. Well, that was comedy because Launceston didn't have a ruckman. Lee could have kicked it anywhere. He goes straight towards the boundary line off the side of his boot. And the umpire says that's deliberate. So now going to go back in, long and deep. Launceston trying to even up those inside 50s. Over the top, Groenewegen on the snap. Taylor, taking it. He's got it, Brendan Taylor, at his knees. He takes the mark on a tight angle in front of the scoreboard here at UTAS.
Great agility, Groenewegen, hasn't he, for a big fella in those sort of situations.
I can't remember the exact amount of kilometres, but the other day in the game, he ran like elite kilometres, like on 17, 18. It was stupid how far he ran in a game of footy. Terrific athlete, Joe Groenewegen in his younger days. Really good cross-country runner. You might hear from the cheers. Brendan Taylor kicks a goal. That's 8 goals, 1. An accurate Launceston. 8 goals, 1, 49. They now lead again by 15 points. North Launceston 5-4-34.
And they've got back control of the game, Max. It was 10 inside 50s to 1, and now it's 11-7. So they've really come back on the game, the Bulls.
Yeah, they have, Dave. And what we just witnessed then by Brendan Taylor is the perfect small forward game, like harass the pressure to keep the ball inside the 50. Knew the ball was going to drop short on a scrubber kick coming into the 50. Just got in front, took the chest mark, sliding into it, and did what he's getting paid for to kick a goal.
To be honest, a player like he's on the fringe. Like last year he got dropped, played some D-League, came back, obviously played in the grand final. But it's feast or famine sometimes for those small forwards. But if you can lay tackles like he has and put pressure on, you don't always have to be kicking the goals.
A desperate need a goal North Launceston. Here they go now. Clearance through Lee from 60 out to the goal square. Rushton's there. Also Dowling hits the deck. Leary couldn't pick it up. It's out of bounds. North Launceston attacking. Clearances this quarter pretty even too, 11-8. North Launceston still doing pretty well in that area.
Jackie Rushton's just seeing off opponents at the moment. He's got Woolley now.
So boundary throw in. As I said, we're getting close to half time. 26 minutes gone. Tapped down by Burt. Falls straight to Hines. That'll be another ball up. So a pretty important couple of minutes here. Margin snuck out to 15 points. House gets it out towards the direction of Taylor. It's not a pretty passage of play. Taylor does well to fashion a kick. Gets it to Musica. Heavily disguised as Gronewagen. Gronewagen's got it at half back. Has to play on. Gets himself in a bit of strife. Eventually gets a kick away here back towards Taylor. Handball over the top. Smith. His handball's all right to Hodge. Under pressure. Kicks to the wing. Donnelly's got it. Has a bit of time. Oh, good smother there from Holt. Donnelly, though, gets a knock on towards Vent. Vent's kick under pressure towards Burt. Slippery ball. Taken at the back by House. Wastes no time. Spiral towards half forward. Thorpe's there. He's got the better recovery. He takes the front position. The ball evades him. North Lottie defence through Stingle. Bit of calm presence there. Gets it to Simpson, and Simpson will relieve at halfback.
So 27 minutes gone. Simpson goes across the ground over to the scoreboard side. Edmonds pulls the kick and does well. They've got space here to North Launceston. Spot up half forward. Coming off the other side of the ground here. The left footer there in Bales. He can't hit the target. Inside 50, Burt snaps, goals! Zach Burt, that's the one they need just before half time. That's their sixth. That's Zach Burt. What's he kicked? 2 in the quarter. And Zach Burt, he swiveled and he kicked with power. And they trail by 9 points here to North Launceston. 28 minutes gone.
And I thought I was going to be a bit critical then with that kick to the guy in the pocket, which I think was Leary.
Was it Leary? Was it? Yeah, it was
Burt because
he was wide.
He was very wide, but the ball wasn't delivered. He was 40 metres clear, and they just dribbled along the ground, and he had to wait for it. And thankfully, he got that little sidestep in around the Launceston opponent, got the ball to Burt, who swung around on that right foot and never looked like missing, guys.
Yeah, sorry, it was Leary. All those youngsters for North Launceston. And look at that long shaggy hair, don't they, these North Launceston boys. Centre clearance, Gronewagen, left foot, Scrubby. Coming out and meeting the ball was McKercher. There's the half-time siren. And it's North Launceston trailing by 9 points. There's 6-4-40. They trail Launceston 8-4-49. So it's 4 points at quarter time. And it's only 9 points now, an accurate Launceston. 8 goals, 1. The goal kickers, Fozzie? 2 to Musica, 2 to Cody Thorpe, 1 to Braden Pitcher, 1 to Brendan Taylor, 1 to Casey Brown and 1 to Hines. Jake